You Taurus have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. These three cards right here for you Taurus. These three cards ultimately is about how it is that, like I said, it's addition by subtraction. A lot of you don't necessarily have a whole lot of people romantically that you're seeing as of this time. A lot of you are single, and I mean, you could go after some people, try to get to know them, but ultimately a lot of you Taurus are very much so seeing that, once again, addition by subtraction. Not necessarily having so many people in your life can actually be a positive thing. Because when you have so many people in your life and all it is that they want to do is do their own thing, they're not cohesive with you, they don't want to act like they have any kind of common sense, what it is that you'll have is you'll have pretty much chaos is what you'll have. You and this person will be in a power struggle or in a spiritual fight with one another to figure out, who is basically gonna get their way. And you Taurus shouldn't have to do any of that. So the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is about how you Taurus decided to actually leave them alone. Because you realize, you don't want to be in a wrestling match. You shouldn't have to be in a wrestling match. So you decided to leave because you're looking for something better, someone that has the ability to actually reciprocate. It's not just about them. It's not just about you giving to them. They actually have the capability of giving back to you. The Magician and the Lovers now is about how, since that's the case, a lot of you Taurus, very much so, once again, a lot of people are, interested, but the question is, would they be interested long term? And I see that a lot of you Taurus are really asking yourselves that question. It's okay for a person to be interested and them to be attracted to your looks, because looks is what brings a lot of people to you in the first place. But the thing is that are they willing to actually stick around for the long haul is the question. Looks can get you in the door, but your values and your personalities keep the person, right? Like they keep you. And a lot of you Taurus may not necessarily decide to keep them, because the Magician and the Lovers is about this connection, right? This, you could have romantic partners, but the Judgment is about how, once again, what would they do if they had an opportunity to come talk to you? What would they do? And then the thing is that the Knight of Wands is all about how they're trying to make it seem like what they would do is they would be wasting your time, right? Or they would get upset with you for some sort of reason, somehow, some way. And you Taurus, obviously, you're not really going for that, because why would you want to fix yourself up and finally start taking care of yourself to waste your time trying to get to a romantic interest, something with someone, right? Because you can't call it a relationship, because it's just at the very beginning of it. And then the next thing you know, they end up being just like a lot of other people. So the Nine of Cups is about you Taurus being like, no, thank you. You'd rather actually be single, see what's out here, kind of, look around, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes zodiac signs, when I talk about being single, sometimes people think that that's a bad thing. Like, oh my gosh, you said single, lower views. I'm not gonna watch the video. I want people clamoring after me. And it's like, sometimes you need to be single. Sometimes that's actually a good thing, because you dodge a lot of weird people. You just kind of see what's going around. You get to talk to whomever it is that you want to talk to, and there's no strings attached to it. There's no kind of expectations attached to that. you're talking to whomever it is that you want to talk to. So let's clarify some of these cards now. Let's clarify the Lovers. So to clarify the Lovers, we have the Hermit, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Temperance, and then you have the Nine of Wands. So there's a lot of Mercury energy, right? Lovers is Gemini, you have the Magician, and you have the Hermit. So all of that is Mercury, Gemini and Virgo energy, right? So the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles is really you. It's really about how you're looking at it like, if they're going to be like this, the Seven of Swords, where it turns into like a game, a mind game for them, you would essentially rather not. You'd rather be single. You'd rather be by yourself. Because you see, a lot of you Taurus will see more of a benefit for you to be single than for you to be with someone that really you're not really with, because they're not committed to you. They have no loyalty to you. All they want to do is be around you, right? And because you look physically attractive, they just want to smash. They're not really planning on sticking around, right? So that's more emotional damage. That's more you being upset. And I see a lot of you Taurus seeing that, right? Far out. You Taurus seeing that from a mile away and being like, nah, if the person is going to do that, you'd rather just stay by yourself. And then the Temperance and the Nine of Wands are all about how, because this is you starting to wisen up. You know, the Taurus, this is you. This is the Temperance. This is you Taurus starting to really wisen up and understand that just because people may come to you and they may try to talk to you, it doesn't mean that every single person is attracted long term. Sometimes, people are broken beyond the past, beyond the point of a relationship. And no matter how good or decent a person is, they're not going to treat anyone well because they have been broken. Their spirit has been broken. So the Nine of Wands now represents, and this is just furthermore proof of this, sometimes no matter how much it is that a person may seem cool or they may seem one way, they can never actually give you a relationship sometimes, because you Taurus can actually be trying to get to know some people, and no matter what, they're going to give you a hard time. And it has nothing to do with you per se. It is them being broken. It's them being quite dysfunctional because of the fact that they have no ability to actually understand that, they have to heal themselves. They have to really go back to the very beginning of where their emotional damage comes from, and then actually fix that up to this point, while at the same time they do little to no dating, and they don't get it though. Okay, so let's clarify the Nine of Cups. So to clarify, you have the World, the Chariot, Ten of Wands, the Magician again, and the Ace of Cups. Like I said, a lot of Mercury energy. So the Nine of Cups is about your own confidence in relation to other people's confidence. And the World and the Chariot is that a lot of you Taurus are very confident around this time because you don't have the emotional damage that others may have, right? You're able to be a lot more free because of the fact that you're doing your own thing. However, the Ten of Wands and the Magician is about how you will see, as you try to just see what's going on, feel the temperature of what's going on, how you didn't really end up missing anything. And the Ace of Cups is about, because you Taurus will realize that you're bringing a lot to the table, but other people are not.